Dear students, today's topic of discussion is direct and indirect speech. Today we will discuss reporting and reported speech, change of making indirect, change in pronoun, change in tenses, change in adverbs, change in modals, change in sentences, change in assertive sentences, change in exclamatory sentences, change in interrogative sentences, and change in imperative sentences. Children, there are two ways to convey a message of a person or the words spoken by a person to other person. One is direct speech and another is indirect speech. Let's understand this through examples. Direct speech. John said, I will give you a pen. We can reproduce the exact words of the speaker as you can see in this example. This is called direct speech. Make it indirect. John said that he would give me a pen. We can express the speech in our own words as you have seen in this example. Here we have done some changes and we have changed the words of the speaker. This is called indirect speech or reported speech. Direct speech is set off by inverted commas. As you can see in the first example, the words of the speaker are enclosed in inverted commas. Whereas indirect speech usually begins like John said that. Here, inverted commas are not used in indirect speech, and some other changes are also there, which we will discuss further in this video. Children, there are two parts in direct speech. One is before inverted commas and another is enclosed in inverted commas. So, the first part which is not enclosed in inverted commas, he said it is reporting speech, and the another part which is enclosed in inverted commas and the words quoted by the speaker, this is reported speech. Now let's understand changes for making indirect speech. Omission of commas. We have to omit commas and inverted commas. Omit means remove. Use of that in assertive sentences. In place of commas, we use conjunction that in assertive sentences. Change of pronoun, change of tenses, change of adverbs, etc. Why these changes are required? Because we do not normally report someone's word as soon as they are spoken or at the place where they are spoken. Besides, the reporter is usually different from the actual speaker. So, the reported speech differs from the direct speech in certain respects. First, let's understand changes in pronoun in indirect speech. First person pronoun I and we. I for singular and we for plural. First person pronouns change with the subject. Subject of the reporting verb. He said to me, I like coffee. Children, in this sentence, the subject of reported speech, I like coffee, is I, which is a first person pronoun, and while changing it into indirect, this pronoun, first person pronoun, will change with the subject of reported verb he. So, first person pronouns are changed with the subject of reported verb. Second person pronoun, that is you, change with the object. He said to me, you look happy. Children, in this sentence, the subject of reported speech is you, which is second person pronoun, and while changing it into indirect speech, this second person pronoun you will be changed according to the object of the reporting verb. Children, look at both the examples. Examples for first person and example for second person. See, in the first example, the subject is first person, so it will change with the subject of reporting verb. And in the second sentence, the subject of reported speech is you, which is second person, so it will change with the object of reporting verb. Now, third person pronoun. He, she, it, and they. He, she, it are for singular and they is for plural. So, children, as you can see, third person pronouns are not changed, they remain same. Now, understand changes in tense in indirect speech. Children, understand it very carefully because it is very important. If we have present or future tense in reporting speech, there will be no change in tense of reported speech. Again, you understand? If we have present or future tense, any form of present tense or any form of future tense, if we have this in reporting speech, there will be no change in tense of reported speech. If we have past tense in reporting speech, we will change tense of reported speech as per the following rules. First rule, first form of verb changes into second form of verb, means simple present tense changes into simple past tense. Second form of verb changes into had plus third form of the verb, means simple past tense is changed into past perfect tense. Isma changes into was were changed into had been, and has have into had. Now understand changes in adverbs in indirect speech. This changes into that. The second word is misprinted, so I have written separately. These changes into those, here into there, today that day, now then, ago before, tomorrow the following, the next day, yesterday the previous day or the day before, tonight into that night. Let's understand changes in models in indirect speech. Present models are changed into past models. May into might, can, could, will, would, shall, should, must changes into had to. And these models do not change, which are already in past form, like would, could, might, should, and ought to. They are not changed, they remain in the same form. Now, children, changes in sentences in indirect speech. There are four types of sentences: assertive sentences, exclamatory sentences, interrogative sentences, and imperative sentences. These all sentences, how they are changed and what are the rules, we will understand further in this video. Let's understand changes in assertive sentences in indirect speech. Children, assertive sentences are the simple statements. So far in the video, we have understood the rules of changing tenses, personal pronouns, and possessives, and words denoting nearness of time and place. These rules remain the same for all kinds of reported speeches, but reporting verbs and conjunctions depend upon whether we are reporting a statement, a question, or a command. Now, look at the example. He said to me, America will leave Afghanistan in 2015. He told me that America would leave Afghanistan in 2015. Now, understand the changes. Children, he said to me. It is reporting verb. Here, said to is changed into told. Said to changed into told. And after dropping inverted commas, we use conjunction that. Will changes into would, and rest of the words remain same. Now, look at another example of assertive sentences. John said, I am coming. John said that he was coming. Children, in the previous example, in reporting verb, it was written said to. So we changed said to into told. But when you find only said, not said to, It remains same. It does not change. John said that he was coming. Rest of the changes of pronoun and tenses, they are same as we have discussed in this video earlier. Now understand changes in exclamatory sentences in indirect speech. Children, the reporting verb say or said is changed to exclaim or exclaimed, wished, prayed, blessed, cried, or any other suitable verb. The words showing exclamation such as oh, alas, my God are omitted, but the feeling behind them is conveyed by using such expressions as exclaim with sorrow, exclaim with joy, exclaim with wonder, etc. The exclamatory sentence is changed into a statement before it is reported, and the sign of exclamation is omitted because we are changing exclamatory sentences into assertive sentences, into a simple statement. Look at this example. He said, "Hurrah, I have won a prize." Hurrah is an interjection that expresses happiness. It is changed into exclaimed with happiness. See the indirect speech. He exclaimed with joy or happiness that he had won a prize. So, children, understand in exclamatory sentences, there are changes in the reporting verb also, and rest of the rules they are same as we change in the assertive sentences, like omission of inverted commas and using conjunction that, and change in pronoun and tense. Now understand changes in interrogative sentences in indirect speech. For changing interrogative or question sentences into indirect speech, we have to observe the nature of the question and then change it into indirect speech according to the rules of indirect speech. A question can be of two types. One type which can be answered in yes or no, and other type which needs a little bit explanation for its answer and cannot be answered in yes or no. And we use conjunctions if or whether at place of inverted commas. Children, in assertive sentences we use conjunction that, and in interrogative sentences we use conjunction if or whether. The reporting verb say or said is changed into ask or asked, or inquire or inquired. Now look at this sentence. He said, "Will you participate in quiz competition?" She asked me if he would participate in quiz competition. Children, understand the changes. As this is a question, so said is changed into asked. After the omission of inverted commas, we have used conjunction if, and the verb will is written after the subject. Look, in the question it is written, will he participate? And in indirect speech, will after changed into would, it is written after the subject he. And at the end, we have to remove omit question mark, and in place of question mark we have to put full stop. Children, always remember, indirect speech is always written in simple statement. Like in exclamatory sentences we have removed sign of exclamation and we have put full stop. In the same way, in interrogative sentences we have to remove question mark and we have to put a full stop. Now, children, look at these examples. John asked her, "Are you coming?" It is a yes no kind question. Yes no kind questions, they begin with helping verbs like do, does, did, is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, etc. Or they can begin with modal auxiliaries also like can, could, may, might, etc. Another type of question, John asked, where is Mary? So it is a WH question. It needs little explanation. So, children, you understand both the types of questions and the changes required. John asked if or whether she was coming. Children, understand the questions which begin with helping verbs like is, am, are, was, were, etc. Their conjunction if or whether is used after omission of inverted commas. Whereas in WH questions, John asked where Mary was. See, no conjunction is used. In WH questions, we do not use any conjunction. Look at another example of WH question. My friend asked, where is Venus? My friend asked where Venus was. Children, observe, after the omission of inverted commas, we have not used any conjunction. We have begin the indirect speech with WH question only. And rest of the rules, changing of pronouns, tenses, time reference, etc. will remain same. And helping verb is always written after the subject in indirect speech. Understand through some more examples. My friend said, where are you going? My friend asked where I was going. You is in person and it is changed with the object of reporting verb. And did, it is second form, past form. So past form, simple past form of the verb changes into had and verb 3. Other examples of WH questions. My father asked, how are you? My father asked how I was. So transformation process is put the subject before the verb, change the pronoun you to I. You is second person, changed according to the object of reporting verb. Join the clauses using WH words, whatever is given, how, who, whom, where, when, why, etc. And adjust the second verb to the time frame of the first verb. Now understand changes in imperative sentences in indirect speech. To change imperative sentences into indirect speech, the word ordered, requested, advised, or suggested is added to reporting verb depending upon nature of imperative sentence in reported speech. The verb of reported speech is changed into an infinitive. Infinitive 2 plus verb 1, and if the reported speech is negative, then do not changes into not to. Look at this example. He said to me, please help me. He requested me to help him. Children, see, help is the finite verb which is changed into infinitive, that is to help. 2 plus verb 1. Look at another example. John ordered Bill clean my boots. After reading the sentence, we come to know it is an order. So, in indirect speech, it will be written John ordered Bill to clean his boots. Object plus to plus infinitive. So, this is how the imperative sentences are changed into indirect speech. Children, there may be some printing mistakes in the slides. Very small, little bit printing mistakes like the order of inverted commas or somewhere might be full stop is missing. So please avoid them and understand the explanation properly. Thank you.